When you sign up for a free trial, you need to provide your Sierra chart username. If you provided the correct username, you should have the custom study added automatically into your Sierra charts. Before you add the strategy backtester tool, there are a few steps we need to take in order for the tool to work efficiently. First, go to File and click on Disconnect to disconnect from the data feed. And then we'll go to Chart Settings, go to Session Times and set the session start time to midnight and session end time to just before midnight. And use evening sessions, set that to no. To add the strategy backtester to our chart, right click on the chart, go to Studies and add custom study. There you will see the strategy backtester and optimizer. We can see a window that will pop up on the top left corner, which will display the stats of your strategy. If the text seems squished, you can go into settings and reduce the font size. We now need to add the conditions for our strategy. You can either use color bar based on alert condition study, a spreadsheet formula, or a custom Excel study that you've created. Basically anything that outputs true when the condition is met. In this instance, we're going to use the color bar based on alert condition study. I've added two alert conditions, one for the buy signal and one for the sell signal. Now, one very important thing, we need to make sure the color bar based on alert conditions, or the conditions that you are using to enter the trades, is above the strategy backtester. Otherwise, we get some bugs. We can now set some basic alert conditions and test the strategy. We've now created two basic alert conditions. One for long condition, which triggers when the high of this bar is above the high of the previous bar, and a short condition when low of this bar is below the low of the previous bar. We now need to plug this into our strategy backtester tool. Double click on the backtester, and in the buy condition, we select the long color, and the sell condition, select the short color. Can hit apply, and we can see immediately we have stats for our trades and positions. By default, we have a maximum daily loss limit, and when that is hit, we will not see any more trades taken. That's why we're not seeing any trades taken on these bars. You can increase the limit to see more trades. So now the maximum daily stop loss is set to 20,000. And we can now see we have populated the charts with all the trades. We can change the color of the text so we can have a better visuals. Oh, maybe not that color. And one more thing you want to do also is, by default, the number of bars to calculate is set to 2000 with these color bar based on alert conditions. So you want to increase them so we can calculate more bars. This might slow down your computer a little bit. Now we already have 12,000 trades, or more than 12,000 trades. Now I've set this to 200,000. Now we have 22,000 trades. If this is slowing down your computer at all, you can always click on this and hide these lines, which will speed up your calculations by a lot. But for now, we'll unhide that and adjust the take profit levels to 50 ticks and stop loss to 50 ticks as well. Now it's a good idea to actually reduce these at the beginning, just to have a really fast workflow. So we can keep it to 2000 bars for now. And we still have 429 trades. Let's have a look at some of the settings in here. First, we have the stop loss and take profit. So you can adjust this. Let's make it 20 stop loss and 50 take profit to 80. Well, 50 was doing a lot better. You can see all the stats at the top. So you have cumulative P&L, max drawdown, total trades, winning trades, losing trades, max daily loss, max consecutive wins, number of days, and win rate. Depending on what instrument you're trading, your tick size is going to be different. For example, for oil, this is going to be 0.1, and at the moment we're trading the NQ, which is 0.25, but our tick value is not right. So for NQ, it's $5 per tick, so we'll change this. You can see the cumulative P&L has adjusted accordingly. If you set the stop loss on bar close to yes, it will trigger stop loss only if the bar closes below the tick value. And we can immediately see our trade P&L has changed accordingly. I'll set this back to its previous state. We can set commissions. So I know that the round term commissions for NQ is around $4. So now the P&L has adjusted accordingly. And we can also use the study to take profit. So when this is set to yes, we can choose the short condition to exit the long position and the long condition to exit the short condition. And now we're in profit. But this is only for the past 391 trades. To get a more reliable result, we need to backtest a lot more bars. And to do that, let's first hide this so we can hide the drawings so it doesn't slow our computer down. And then we can increase the number of bars to calculate back to 200,000. You can increase this as much as you want, as long as your computer can handle it. So you can see in this particular instance, we are in profit by 32,000, but we have a massive drawdown of 44,000 at some point. To display this P&L as a graph, what we can do, go into another chart and add this as a study price overlay. I've already done this on this chart. Go into study price overlay. We select our chart. Click apply. And here we go. You will also find this template on the website. If you want to filter out certain times in your strategy, for example, if you only want to test the first hour of the open, then you can add the time range highlight study. I'm based in the UK, so I will set it to 14:30 for the start time and 15:30 for the end time. Now, we just need to modify our long and short conditions so they trigger only within the time range that we set. To do that, we need to add an end condition. We put a comma after the first condition. And all we need to do is identify our time range highlights. So ID 4, SG 1. We do the same for the short condition. Now we could immediately see a better result when we added the condition to the long color, but when we add it to the short condition, we can definitely see a worse result, so we can always remove it. You can always backtest more data by increasing the number of days on your chart, but before you do that, we need to go and select Continuous Futures Contract from this list. By default, it's set to none. And then we go to Data Limiting and set the number of days you like to load. Thank you for watching. You can find more information on the website. You can find examples of Sierra Charts alert conditions, and you can also find the links to the Sierra Charts documentation where you can learn how to build alert conditions and spreadsheet formulas.